Alright guys, I'm going to do a shooting video today. So as you see here, I have my 243 out. Again, this is Remington 700 with a varmint taper on it. I have done a full-on like squeaky clean scrub on this thing. Alright, so it's been a while since I've taken all the copper out and just completely, cleaned it up as clean as I can get it. All right, so, and then I'm going to head to the range today. Got some, my pet load with the 87 grain VMAX there. We're going to see how this guy groups. And I think the next little clip here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a Borescope down through here and show you what the inside of this gun looks like. Now, keep in mind, this is a used gun. I bought this used. I have no idea how many rounds are down it. I know I've put probably 1,500 down it, at least. Yeah, at least, just with the primer count, So anyways, let's get the Borescope out, see what this guy looks like, and then we'll head to the range. Well, here we are with the Borescope. So I'm using the Test Long. It's the semi-rigid, right? And the reason why I went with that is because the full rigid is only 26 inches long, which is the length of the barrel, and I want to feed this thing down through the chamber side. So anyways, that's where we're at right now. We're in the chamber. Again, this 243, there's a shoulder, right? It's pretty clean around here. Alright, and then we'll get right into the throat of this guy. So you can kind of see, like, right away, we got some fire cracking on this guy. Seems to be pretty standard stuff with an older rifle. There's some lands. Yeah. Push on down here. So I copper scrubbed this thing with Vortex, whatever it's called, the copper solvent, to the best of my ability. It's pretty clean for copper, anyways. We'll get down here. Seems to be about 3/4 of the way down the barrel. You usually start to see, where the copper shows up. I do have some checking and some damage on this on the lands here. No big goobers though, nothing too huge yet. Let's see. Let's do a 360 view here. Yeah, should be about to the copper zone here. It's pretty clean. There's a fiber. I don't know if this is going to be hard to watch or not. I'm just kind of going through this. I honestly haven't looked at it since I've cleaned it. So the Borescope's a great addition, right? You want to know how clean something is, well, look at it, So, yeah, normal chatter marks, I guess. Definitely got some wear in this barrel. But no, like I said before, nothing huge, right? I don't think this is going to be a problem yet. There's some bigger stuff. What will be interesting to see is, all these little pits kind of fill up with copper, and may act as a good way to kind of hold your accuracy, right? So it'll be interesting to see how this guy shoots like the first handful of shots, if they still stack up like they had been. Yeah, now we're getting into some worse pitting. All right, so we're at the crown here. I really like to be able to look at this thing from the inside out. Oh man, that is not good right on the end of the barrel. That's quite a chunk of nasty there. Some more. Yeah, the crown's not terrible. Yep, back to that chunk. Alright, so that's that. Barrel is squeaky clean. Well, there's a little piece of copper. Yeah, there's some copper there. Alright, well, I mean, this is just kind of a real quick thing. Oh yeah, the other thing is, like I said, a Test Long Borescope here, $50. I got this thing for $50 on Amazon. So it's pretty hard not to have that, have a Borescope anymore. So if you guys are in the market for a Borescope, you want to kind of look at your stuff, I would definitely get this. I like this Tesla unit a lot, and the best part about it is it fits into 204. So, all right, I'm gonna get going to the range here. All right, so I'm gonna shoot 3 targets. It'll all be the same load. I just want to go for 3 groups here with the same basic build on the bullet. So hopefully this thing is on. Big piece of paper is because we'll figure out where it's hitting on that. All right. All right, guys, so back from the bench here. Not exactly the results I was hoping for. Looks like 3 shots pretty much in the same hole. At first I thought this was a keyhole, but there's a bunch of staples in here, and it does funny things. But anyways, as far as I can tell, now I've looked at the video probably 10 times, zoomed in and everything, to see where, if that second shot moved, widened this first hole out at all, and I can't tell. But I'm pretty sure it's not outside of the paper. I don't know what happened unless I threw it right in the same hole. But I'm going to say there's 3 shots right there, right? And then it gets into this, about a little half-inch group here, and then this. Pretty bad, right? 4 shots. Now, I was kind of pumping these through here. This was basically one, shot right after the other here. So, still, what is this? 7, 10 shots, right? That's not that much. That's really not that much. But I think with the state of the barrel, right? We cleaned it out. We saw, we saw what we saw in there, right? Some damage, some wear, and this is the first deep clean I've ever done on this gun. Okay, so here's where my head's at right now. Okay, first of all, I think I got 2 options here, right? So this gun's been shooting lights out, okay, with this 87 grain VMAX. Well, since I did the development for it, it's been great. I mean, I have no complaints. And usually when I clean it, I, run the carbon brush through it, clean it all out, run a couple copper patches, but never really take it down to the level it was before. And honestly, I've been letting it go. I probably had 120 to 160 shots through that thing. It's pretty bad. It's not good. So 2 options. Either I can filth the barrel back up and wait for my accuracy to come back, right? Because I basically scrubbed the node out of the barrel, okay? With all that damage, it was sitting pretty with some filth in it, and that's where I did my development. I can filth it up and wait for it to come back, or I can just say, I've got a clean barrel. I know this load works well, right? Like our extreme spreads and all that's not going to change that much. But the seating depth, right? It's basically what these groups are telling me is this thing is out of tune. Okay, so what I think I might do is do some seating depth tests and just kind of see if that moves a little bit. It's kind of interesting, right? Now I've got these guys all loaded up and seated long, right? So, and this is because this is kind of the pet load for that gun. You know, I load all these up, I leave them long, and then when I'm ready to go to the range, then I seat them down to where I want them to be, right? And I usually do that in like 20 at a time. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run a little seating depth test. If that doesn't work, then I don't know. We'll just keep shooting it and see what happens, because I don't want to give up on this gun. I mean, this is kind of a unexpected thing, but it's not. This isn't the first time this happened to me. Okay, so I've kind of been here and done this before, but we'll see how seating depth does at the range. Stay tuned.